Boom! Boom, Rudy. What a beautiful, cool morning we're having.
Absolutely, man. I just love it. I love it. I love it.
I do too.
How you going? How you doing so far, man?
Boy, I am having a great time. I'm putting together a list of people to contact when I'm up there in New York. It's
Okay.
funny when you put something out to the universe brings it back to you. And I've had more people reach out to me from New York. Had a guy this morning
Oh
reach out
wow.
to New York. He's doing a show in Brooklyn, of all places, on the 24th
Oh
of November. And I
man.
said, I'm not going to be there then, but I'll be there this time and just start that conversation with them. It's really cool.
Wow. That's amazing. I mean, talking about Brooklyn, we're actually planning a show in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh. I know.
uh, me and my guys in New Jersey, so we're planning a show in Brooklyn, man. It's gonna be huge. It's really gonna be huge.
That is so awesome. How are you doing today?
Man, it's been a cold morning here in New York. It's wet, rainy, and cold. But that's why I have a jacket on. But it is what it is. We gotta do what
I
we gotta
love it.
do,
I
man.
love that kind of weather, actually. Hey, we're going to talk about something really, really cool today.
Right.
How you make money when you give something away.
Yes. This is really an interesting topic. This is a really interesting conversation because most of the time we can have all the conversation we like. All like the topic that we'll be having a conversation here. I remember
Right.
yesterday you and I spoke. You and I spoke about this after the call, and we really felt like it was an important topic to bring up to our audience because most of the time people are gonna look at us like, okay, so we're giving something for free, but like it's the business. Like, how do we make money out of this thing?
Well,
So
exactly. And then this morning, Mr. Trey Harris on the Vitamin Call talked about the compensation plan.
listen, man. I felt like for some reason they're picking our brains, man,
I think so too, my man. You know?
because he literally spoke about that, and he
Right.
also talked about the energy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I was like, wow, like what's going on right now? We just spoke about the compensation plan yesterday,
Right.
and he was just explaining everything about it today. Like, what's going on? Tell
And
us about it, man.
I love what he had to say. Don't get too involved in trying to figure out all the details of the compensation plan. That
Absolutely.
happens when you get to that level.
Right.
You just look at what you start with. And so, I started thinking about that and thinking about my trip to New York and what else going on here. And, one of the things that they've told us is that through our iGo platform, this free platform that we give away,
Yeah.
through the iGo platform, a person would save approximately $600 a year on travel.
Right.
Right. So we have three classes you can start with. We kind
Right.
of go with you. It's $49.95 to go on standby. You don't go
Right.
anywhere on standby. It's like at the airport. But then you choose coach, business, or first class.
Correct.
The thing to remember, folks, as we're talking through this, coach class, you get 50% of the commission that's allotted. At business
Right.
and first class, you get 100%.
Correct.
Let's take that $600, and our commission part is half of that, $300 for each person we give a boomerang to.
Correct.
That's business and first class. At coach class, it's $150.
Right. Wow.
So
That's $150 for one customer.
for one customer. For
And
one
this is probably one trip, right?
exactly. Exactly.
And how long is this customer gonna have this website for?
For life.
Oh,
It's not like one and done. It's not like being in the playoffs, one and done. This is for life. This is an average over the years. Every year, this is your average.
wow. So
So,
imagine somebody who has 100 customers.
uh-huh. Well, in
So
fact, we have someone in the organization here that has 500 customers.
I saw that post on Facebook.
I
I was
almost
like,
fell out.
wow.
I
I
know.
was like,
500.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I started thinking, let's start with coach class. At coach class, it's $250 to get started,
Correct.
plus that $49.95, so $300 to get started.
Right.
All right. And it's $99.95 a month is your subscription fee. We can talk about that later. Let's do the real quick math. $300 plus, let's say $100 a month times 12. That's $100.
Right.
Okay. So that's a total of $1,500 that you put into your savings there.
Yeah.
And you get 10 boomerangs.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
You make $150 in each boomerang. What is that? That's $1,500.
$1,500. Right.
You recouped your costs right there.
Oh, one more thing.
Mhm.
Remember, every month that somebody is being active as a member,
Right.
what do they get?
They get 10 more boomerangs.
What?
Yes. Yeah. I didn't figure that into the equation. So that's just the first month. Then the next month you get 10 more. And the next month you get 10 more. And the next month you get 10 more.
So at the end of the year, at the end of the year, somebody who signed up as a coach class actually has 120 boomerangs.
Exactly.
And if we multiply that by their, say, $150 average per customer, and how much that, how much is that going to be?
$18,000.
What?
Yeah.
And how much did they invest in? How much did they put in as a business?
$1,500.
Oh, so let's do it. I mean, let's do a quick math here. Because this is too good, man. So, how much would this person actually calculate as a profit? Because this is a business, right?
It's a business.
And you did a $1,500 investment, and you're getting 18,000 back in total sales. So
Exactly.
So how much is the cost of investment? Let me say, how much is the profit?
Profit's going to be on that. If I do my math real quickly, $16,500 profit.
Wow. And this is somebody who's probably doing this part-time.
Very part-time at the coach class. Very part-time.
Wow. I mean, and he or she hasn't recruited anybody.
Right. Not recruited a single soul. This is only one part of our business. But you won't get your mind blown? Let's go to business and first class, because then your commissions double over what coach class is.
Go for it, man.
That 15,000 just became 30,000. But you also get more boomerangs. So at business class, it costs $500 versus the $250. At the first class, it's $1,000 versus the $250. But here's what else happens. At business class, you get cruises added to your allotment of what you get commissioned on. At class, it's rental cars, it's hotels, and it's flights. We know that flights never discount. Flights don't pay commission. Occasionally, you might make $1 off a flight, but it just doesn't happen domestically. Internationally, different story. Business, you get cruises added, and that's where the real savings and profit comes in.
Absolutely.
So, talk about cruises and how they discount.
I mean, if for example, somebody actually has, my aunt was going on vacation with her friends, some kind of sorority group, and they were like 25 people on it. And guess what? I saw that was like too much for me to handle.
Right.
What did I do? Extreme travel.
Exactly.
I just got extreme travel. I said, hey, my name is this. I'm a TSA number, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I have a client. I have, a group of people who are traveling to whatever, and they want to do a cruise, and, can you take care of them? They're like, absolutely. And I just stayed back, and Extreme Travel did everything for me. And guess what? I got 25%.
What?
Yes.
And that's for anybody, including people on standby.
Right.
And you don't do anything except pick up the phone or send an email saying, here's what it is. And Extreme Travel gets in contact with your aunt or with someone else, and they book it all out, and you just sit back.
And guess what? So I actually visited her, and she was like, our president said everything's going well. Like, how you doing now? So, well, we have a whole company and everything's been taken care of. She's like, okay, so you got this. I said, yeah. Oh, I love it, man. I really do.
I and I look at the business class, which is $500. You get 25 boomerangs to start with there, not to mention the 10 per month. And as Kelly just reminded me, we also get specials throughout. Like right now, we have $1 for $1. You can buy in lots of 25. So 25 boomerangs are $25.
Oh, guess what?
What?
Guess what? If somebody signs up,
yes,
joins the organization, they have an opportunity of actually going to the Accelerate event.
What?
And if they do, yes, if they sign up for the Accelerate event, guess what? They have 10 more boomerangs. No, five more boomerangs.
Whoa! Just for signing up for an event that you need to go to.
Yes.
That is crazy. But then, at first class, you get 50 to start out with.
Wow.
And if you give away those 50 immediately translate into $15,000 your first month.
Oh my goodness. And every month, you're literally having 10 more boomerangs.
Exactly.
So for the next 11 months, you're gonna get 110 boomerangs.
110 boomerangs. That's right.
Wow.
Now you're saying with 160 boomerangs.
Right.
At the end of the year.
Right.
I mean, 100 boomerangs is $30,000. That's the average. It's not guaranteed.
Right.
But then if you add 60 more to that, that's another 18,000. You're nearly $50,000 that you're just making by giving something away.
And this is part-time.
And this is part-time.
And you haven't recruited anybody.
I have not recruited anybody. We haven't talked about recruiting. I had a guy yesterday reach out to me, and he said, "You know what? I don't want to hear anything about this. It's multi-level marketing."
Right.
And I said, "So what's your definition of multi-level marketing?" He said, "Well, you got to sell something, and the person above you gets most of the money." I said, "Well, let me explain. We don't sell anything. We give it away."
Oh wow.
And I used your example of your enroller and Ellen down in
Ellen Smith.
She's already advanced over him.
Right.
And the very first month of our pre-launch, Mr. Peter Hirsch, who's coming to visit in New York, actually made more money in this business than Holton Buggs, our CEO, did.
Absolutely. I mean, this is. I have a similar story. So I reached out to somebody, one of my contacts on LinkedIn, and he looked like a veteran salesperson or maybe veteran whatever. So he said, we got connected. He said, "Oh man, he said, are you hiring?" He gave me all.
You're hiring?
He gave me his resume. He was
yes, I'm hiring.
Yeah. He was like, hiring in your organization. Because I have my organization as the president. So he said, "Are you hiring in your organization?" Because I was laid off. Whatever. He gave me so many reasons. I said, "Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, but I'm not hiring at the moment. But there's an opportunity I can give it. I can give it out to you. And I can give you an opportunity to become an ambassador on your own. Because at the end of the day, you really don't want to work for anybody else. You complain about." He said, "You really want an executive job." I said, "Well, you're going to be an executive ambassador, really quick, because with all your portfolio, you can really do great things." And he said, "I'm not into any marketing stuff. I'm not going to be selling anything to anybody." I said, "Come on, give me a break. You just sold yourself to me. You literally sold yourself to me on your resume, So, I mean, it all boils down to something, because every time I think about it, right, at every point in our lives, we're selling something.
Absolutely, we are.
At every point in our lives, we're selling ourselves to somebody, selling ourselves to an opportunity, selling ourselves for a job, because you really want to present yourself like your best candidate, and you really want to beat your competition, because you think like the world is competing against you. But when people really say, "I'm not a salesperson," that kind of it got me thinking,
Well, and what is a resume but a sales tool?
Right, it is.
You're selling yourself to a potential employee. But you're right. These figures that we've tossed out, these potentials that we put out there, that can be accomplished on a part-time basis.
Absolutely. I'm looking at what Mr. Holton Buggs actually said. He said, "Give yourself a commitment of 18 months commitment."
Right.
Give yourself that time, because most of the time, like we've heard this over and over, doctors will put in so much time to be doctors, lawyers will put in so much time to be lawyers. But when they come into our industry, they want to get it really quick.
And using your math, give them an 18-month commitment. Guess what? You just got 170 more iboomerangs given to you over those 18 months. I mean, I think about the lady who has put out 500
Right.
500. That's
Wow.
$150,000 a year using the averages.
Wow.
That's a major
500 boomerang.
six-figure income by just giving something away.
Wow. Man, I mean, looking at somebody who has 500 customers,
Right.
how can she actually manage 500 customers? I mean, because looking at it from a perspective of a regular business or regular
Right.
organization, right? You really want to think about it like, I have 500 customers. It means I probably have about 20 employees to manage them, right?
Right.
So what does ibüümerang do? Is I mean, how can somebody be like, she's an ambassador and she
Right.
has 500 customers? How does
Right.
she do it?
Easy. She gives it to them. That's all she does.
Oh,
That's
so
all
who?
she does. She gives someone, and today I've spent a good bit of time online,
Right.
out on the iGo platform, looking at
Okay.
hotels to stay
Okay.
in, looking at air flights to stay.
Okay.
I've even filtered some with it. But that's exactly what someone would do if they went out to Travelocity or Priceline or any of those public sites. And guess what? We show you the savings compared to those sites.
Right. I
And
mean,
so,
it makes it so simple for somebody whom you won't want to. I mean, somebody. I mean, for a regular customer, is going to have to switch multiple sites, open multiple windows just to
right,
compare the prices in order for them to make a decision. But we have already put everything together. So we say, you know what, you don't want to go anywhere. All right,
right.
that's going to be right here. You can see the price comparison and see how much money you're saving by using our platform.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can, and when you go out there, I mean, it's just like going into any online booking portal.
Right.
It's yours for life.
Wow.
And so that person that gave you that iGo portal,
Right.
they're on to the next customer to give something to. So as a TSA, we're not, in fact, when we were in Vegas, someone that used the iGo had an issue. The
Right.
hotel made a mistake on the person's name when they transferred the name from iGo to the hotel directory. So the hotel
Right.
made a mistake.
Okay.
Our person called Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel got on the phone. It was handled immediately.
Wow.
If you did that through Travelocity or through Priceline, guess what? You're not going to have the support you have through us.
I
And
mean,
major
right.
savings.
Wow. I mean, looking at somebody who has 500 customers, because it really blows my mind, right? It blows my mind thinking about it. Like, how will she manage her customer service? So, literally, she's not like she doesn't have anything to do with the customers as
No.
per customer service.
Right.
So,
In
who manages the customer service?
fact, the way this is designed is that iboomerang takes care of all customer service. I got an email this morning, and I'm going to put it out today. It's about 7-night stays for $299. So if someone wants
What?
a vacation, yeah, and they watch you see where you're going. I keep getting reminders. Hey, I saw you were out looking for something in New York. Have you tried this?
Right. Right.
The intelligence is behind what we're doing. Customer service takes care of all of that. When you come
Wow.
back from a trip, they want to know how that trip was.
Right.
And then they'll ask, do you know anyone else who would like an iboomerang? And if you say, yes, I do, guess what? That person gets one, but it doesn't come out of your allotment. That's just a freebie sent to that person.
Wow. And who gets compensated for that?
I do. You do. The TSA person does. That's one way. Who else gets compensated? The customer, because they're saving money.
Right. Wow. Man, yesterday, so this morning actually, I was going through the iboomerang Facebook page.
Right.
And I saw something.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Boom Mobile SIM card.
Oh my God. Can you believe that? Can you believe
Listen,
that?
I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was blown away. So what was the expectation, man?
This company is moving so fast and doing so many things. I saw that Boom Mobile SIM card, which means Boom Mobile Cellular is about to go live. They're testing it right now. It's about to go live. And we already know that on December the 9th, Vibride goes live in Florida. We know that as well. This is happening so fast. And I think today's October 3rd.
Right.
We're barely 60 days away from Vibride going live.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I was so excited, man. I mean, I was truly excited when I saw the boom mobile. I was like, what is this? Like, this is actually happening. It's happening.
And so what does that mean for TSA if Boom Mobile go live?
Man, listen, for TSA, which means for this customer who already have, for this TSA member, the ambassador who already have 500 customers,
Right,
ibüümerang is going to market to those 500 customers that we now have a cellular service.
right.
And guess what? The cellular service customer is going to have a flat rate of
Mhm.
$49.95
Mhm.
every month, unlimited data, text, and voice.
Right,
And guess what? Although we haven't been able to see or know how much percentage we're going to be getting paid on every customer,
right.
but I don't care even if I'm getting $1 a month for somebody who pays your bill. For 500 customers, I'm not doing anything with them. They pay their bill, I get $1, I love it.
Yeah, right there. If you get $500 a month
Right.
just by giving something away and not doing anything, how
Oh,
much is that per year? That's $6,000 a year. I mean, it is
oh man.
mind-blowing what this thing is going to create for people.
Right.
Absolutely mind-blowing. So,
Right.
so what does someone need to do to get on this train? You know, David Manning, who's the CEO of Extreme Travel, has a
Right.
great saying. He said, get on the train or get off the train, but don't stand on the tracks.
You're gonna crush you.
That's right.
You're gonna crush.
So what does someone have to do to get on the train?
Man, I mean, for somebody watching this right now, if you're watching this on our Facebook page, if you're watching this on any of our YouTube channels,
Mhm.
put a comment down there. Tell somebody, hey, tell me more about this. We are happy to provide you more information. If you want to get the boomerang,
Mhm.
say, you know what, just type in ME. That's not that hard. Type in ME. We're gonna give you a boomerang. You can check it out, play with it, as long as you want. If somebody actually sends this to you,
Mhm.
get back to the person, ask them, hey, how can I get more information about this thing? They're gonna
Right.
provide you more information to help you get started.
Exactly. And I want to say to people in the New York area, because that's where you are, that's where I'm coming November 2nd.
Right.
Anyone in the New York area, if you're interested, get with us now because you want to get ahead
Absolutely.
of the game. And so when you're
Absolutely.
there on November 2nd, you will already have people there interested trying to learn about more.
Right.
You already have those 10, 25, 50 boomerangs out there. You've already have money coming in. But let me ask you one other question.
Right.
With this, with what's being created right now, do you get paid weekly, monthly, daily, yearly? How often do you get paid?
Man, I mean, right now I get paid weekly.
Right?
But guess what?
What?
I get paid weekly on my fast track.
Right.
Fast track means the people that jump on all the people that actually decided to jump on the train while it's moving, right?
Right.
I'm getting paid fast track. But down the line, I get paid every month on my travel bonuses.
Right.
But guess what's gonna happen right now?
Now, tell me more.
You ready to listen?
Ready for this?
Because guess what? As we're gonna be having the vibe right,
Right.
do people actually use services? Like, do people use the travel services or car services? Is it yearly, weekly, daily?
I say by the hour, babe. It's daily.
And if they do, guess who's getting paid daily?
No.
I'm getting paid daily.
Where
It's more like having a grocery store.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's
I love it. I love it, man.
I
And with
do
the
too.
boom mobile, we already have a SIM card for the boom mobile. So
Right.
the future of boom mobile is already. I mean, we can already see the light at the tunnel. We can
Exactly.
already see that. And if a customer pays their bill every month, we getting paid every month
Right.
as well.
Exactly. And that's
Wow.
just the beginning. That's just the beginning of it all. Wow.
Man, I truly love doing this. One
I
of
do.
my friends asked me, he said, man, I want to join, but what's your position? Because we have a binary. I know it's a binary because I saw the compensation plan. I know it's a binary, but where am I on your tree? Where am I positioned on the tree? I said, it doesn't matter. Just get in right now as soon as possible because you don't want to have other people
Mm-mm.
jumping on my tree ahead of you.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
if they do, whatever volume that you get or they get, someone's going to be benefiting from it, and you want to be the one to benefit from it.
Absolutely. And using Ellen for an example there, she came on after all of us. She's
Right.
already way ahead of all of us.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So it doesn't.
Right.
It's really it's about you and the effort you put into it. As we said yesterday, your work doesn't work unless you work the work.
Absolutely. The work doesn't work unless you work the work.
Work
I
the work.
love it, man.
Right
I,
too.
I, I really do.
Again tomorrow, guys. If you have any questions about compensation plan specifics, give it to us in the chat or on the YouTube, and we'll address those tomorrow. But we'll have more fun tomorrow, Rudy. Stay warm. I can't wait to be up there with you.
Absolutely, man. Boom.
Boom to you too, Rudy. Boom to everyone out there.